The prophetic is meant to edify. And I feel like the church has gotten it wrong. We've used prophecy to criticize, we've used prophecy to motivate and get people to do what we want them to do. But that was never the intent. When I correct my kids, if I'm going to scream at them and yell at them in public, it says everything about me. It says, I want you to do what I want you to do. And I don't care if I have to shame you or embarrass you, just get in the line. But when I actually say, you know what is going to serve my kids best is actually taking them aside, lowering my voice, looking at them, making sure they know I love them. I'm not going to change my mind. I want you to stop punching your brother in the face, but I'm with you, right? I think we need to understand that's how God operates in our lives. He's not yelling across the room, get it together, Jada, how dare you do this? That's not how he operates. He wants to get low to our level, look at us in the eye, make sure he has our heart, and communicate. I was thinking about something Chris had asked about how do we, maybe it was yesterday, but we talked about how do we operate or build up the gift of God in us during quarantine? Because this is a real thing. Like, how are we operating? And I was thinking about the other day, my son was having a hard time, and I was in honestly, my jerk reaction was like, he needs to get it together. We're all working hard, and he hasn't worked a day in his life. So he's fine. But I felt the Holy Spirit say to me, I want you to go and find out what's going on. And I kind of brushed it off. Like, I'm not going to do that. It's fine. But I kept feeling him nudge me. And so I finally asked my son, can we just go upstairs and talk for a minute? We got on the bed, and I just began to probe him with questions. Hey, and I said it this way, because I think this is really important. We need to stop saying, thus saith the Lord, and God said this. We can say things like, I feel like God might be saying this. I'm sensing that he might be doing this, because we're human, we're flawed. And sometimes when we put God up against the wall, then if it's wrong, he looks bad. We're like, no, we say, I sense this. So I just said, listen, I sense something's going on in your heart. What God really has been impressed upon me that there's something up. And he started to cry. And he said, Mom, I was got made fun of by this person, and it was really bothering me. If I hadn't listened to the Holy Spirit, I would have just said, get it together, go away, you're fine. But it was the leading of the Holy Spirit that allowed me to nurture my son's heart in a way that I couldn't on my own. And that's what the prophetic does. It opens up worlds to us that we have no capacity to see or get a hold of. It opens up our world. Like Chris said, when we get a word about our future and our purpose, it shows us that there's another world happening that we now have insight into, that supernatural narrative that's been following us all the days of our life, that will lead us into eternity. That word has never gone dormant. And so we now go, oh, that's how you feel about me. And when I prophesy over a friend or in person or in a platform, the thing that impacts me the most is I immediately see how God feels about that person. I don't see their flaws. I don't see all the things they need to fix. I see that they are loved, they are known, they are deeply known, and they are worthy of the word that their Father has for them. So I think it brings empathy and compassion, the prophetic.
Hi everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe today and you'll never miss a new upload. Thanks for being a part of our Better Together community.